CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN in the shop. CHICKEN. Use the code CHICKEN.
Guys, it's time to clash with chicken. In today's video, guys, I'm very excited because we have Mr. Carlos on the call, Carlos85. If you guys haven't checked him out, make sure you check him out on YouTube. He typically streams a lot, so yeah, and he's posting Clash Quest all the time. So I wanted to have you on, Carlos, and I got some questions here for you. I'll get your thoughts on the game, but yeah, first off, how you doing? And yeah, just how's it going?
Yeah, hey Chicken, thanks for having me here. And yeah, I'm excited. It's like the first interview in the Clash universe since I playing Clash games as a streamer. And yeah, I'm doing good. Just finished my stream, and I'm excited to hang out now with you a little bit for your video.
Cool. Well, I'm happy to have you. You're one of the, you're one of the top players in Clash Quest right now. I can tell from your streams, but it's Carlos85 on YouTube, right? That's where we can find you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Either way, I'll have a link in the description, guys, if you want to check him out. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, first off, what drew you to Clash Quest, and yeah, what do you like about the game? And yeah, we'll start with that, I guess.
Well, actually, I love Clash games in general. I played already Clash Royale for around about 2.5 years, but I stopped around about 2 years ago, quite before I started with streaming. And when I started, I was like, I wanted to start also streaming Clash Royale, but I thought it's maybe a little bit too late because the game was too old. So I was kind of waiting for a new Supercell game. And yeah, then I heard about Clash Quest and also Clash Heroes and Clash Mini, which will also come in the future. And I took the opportunity. I totally love the Clash troops, the Clash characters, and yeah, also Clash Quest system is like, it's like a puzzle game where I also need some strategy. And yeah, I totally love it. So I play it every day now since yeah, I think I started in the second week when the game was out, the beta was out.
Okay.
And
yeah, it's so easy to just
I totally love it.
It's so easy to just pick up and play, and I totally know what you mean. It's like it's kind of a new spin on like the characters and the universe and stuff that we're already used to. And I've played some puzzle games before. I was never like super into them, but I really like how this game plays. It's easy to just pick up, and I think that's a really good thing for the game going global. And just for my personal opinion, I really like that about it, that it's just easy to pick up and play. It's not overcomplicated. It's all the troops that we already know. Upgrading and progressing stuff is fun. The main levels, they're great. And the game is still in beta. We should say that for maybe people seeing this that don't know what this game is, but the game's still early on in development, and there's lots of new things coming, which kind of brings me into the next question I had for you, Mr. Carlos. So what do you think about the current state of the game? Is there anything you don't like about Clash Quest, or things that you hope to see added to it in the future?
So overall, I really like the game. Of course, there's like every game has things anyone might not like. So there are of course maybe some bugs. One example is, for example, in the League, those infinite runs where you can get in this kind of state of that you can't lose anymore. But that should be solved with the next update, Darian said. So I don't have a lot of things I don't really like. So the thing is, the game is all about RNG in a lot of situations.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially in a league where you are competing with each other. I would like to, if it is a little bit more a competition where the refills need to be a little bit more similar. Like I compared sometimes, maybe you saw it also when you use a token, for example. Run 1, you have, for example, 8 stages, and the second run, you have 14 stages, but you don't play it different. You just have way better refills. And if you then compare 2 players, the one player has 8 stages with the same setup, and the other one has 14. Maybe they have the same skill, but the other one has the better refill.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's so kind of you're just kind of dealt the troops that you're dealt, and like you got to make You got to make that work. I thought it was really interesting actually when I was watching the stream we did with Darian last week. He kind of talked about that, and he was like, you know, it's not that it's necessarily a huge problem. You know, it makes sense for right now that people don't like that or whatever, but it's kind of how the game is designed as like a puzzle game, kind of, right? It's like, you know, you have to make the best of what you get, but I think he said maybe you can kind of expand on this or clarify what he meant, because you were actually talking to him. He basically said that you know, the core of the game is going to stay the way it is, but they can still build on that and make it, you know, so you have more options and more things you can do to make it more like strategy based.
So actually, I was a little bit surprised about what he said to that specific theme. So I can understand it that he says, yeah, the game is RNG. I also can totally agree there when we talk about the islands, where you have the PvE part. But I think when you have I know the league is not really PvP, so it is PvE, but still you're competing with other players. And let's say you have like 20 or 30 people in one league. Let's say everyone has the same squad, same levels, same items. Then I would expect that everyone has the same chance. And you can only have the same chance if your refills are similar. They don't need to be 100% the exact same. Also, if you use a token, you should not get the exact same refills, because then you know what's coming, and then you definitely know what you could choose then. But the value should be the same. For example, let's say on one times you get 2 packers and 5 wizards, for example, and on the other run, or another person gets on the same stage maybe 4 packers and 6 wizards. So there's definitely a big advantage, and there's no reason why someone has like a 50% or even more better refill than someone else. That is what I would like to have fixed. The RNG would be still there because it's not the same troops, but the values are a little bit more equal.
Oh, okay. So based on how many times that you play the level, so like you know what's coming, and then you get like you know, your troops get you know, affected in some way because of that.
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't understand that. No.
Well, I think like you were saying, when you play the level, you know what's coming. So to make it more even,
Okay.
make it so like the more you play a level, like not maybe the harder it gets, but like the less your troops are good at attacking it or something like that.
Yeah, I think more like that. I don't know how to say it. So like, for example, if we get giants, that's a good example. We always get less amount of giants than, for example, princes. But giants and princes are pretty equal what the damage output is. So if you get like 4 giants or 10 princes, for example, no one would take the giants. But I would love to use the giants as well, because it's a nice troop. But then it needs to be at least nearly the same amount as princes. Otherwise, there's no sense in the value of giants.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's like the amount of the refills does, in my opinion, also in other opinions, often not really make sense. Or you have like in the first 10, so like usually the higher you are in the league, the more stages you have, the better your refills are usually. And then you have like a stage 15 where you already are used to get 10 dragons, for example, or whatever. And then you get 8 barbarians, and you're like, why? So then it's obvious that this is your end. And someone else gets maybe at the same stage 8 packers or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of it's not really balanced at the moment, I guess.
Yeah, I have no idea how they will fix that, but I'm not an IT man. I'm just a player, so that's their job. But I'm pretty sure they can fix that. They can make it a little bit more fair, because I don't want to be, or I think no one wants to be global #1 or whatever. But everyone knows, yeah, that was just because you always had the better refills.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like it's got to be more. There's got to be more strategy or skill-based worked into it. You know, it is about that too, because I remember, you know, I've been stuck on levels before, and you know, I played them, you know, 20-25 times, and just for whatever reason I just got a really good roll on that last time, and you know, without changing any troops or items or anything like that, I was just able to take it down a lot easier, just because I was able to get those combos that I wasn't getting in those previous battles. So
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I have my level 1 account where I only have level 1 troops, but leveled items. And I had one level which I tried then, I think, nearly 100 times. And that 100 time was just like, I had a full field of, I don't know what wizards, and then again a full field of the next troop, and then I was almost done. And before 100 times, there was just nothing to do.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, it's interesting how it works, but so we got some exciting news, and I wanted to ask you about it and get your thoughts on it. So we talked about kind of the current state of the game, and overall, I think it's in good shape. Like I said, I think there's more things we like about it than what we don't like about it. Obviously, there's some issues there with the RNG and the strategy that we'd like to see come in down the road. But for right now, we just had clans announced. What are your thoughts on that?
Really great. That's like, so I'm definitely waiting for it. We are already prepared. So like we have 120 people probably in our clans who are already waiting for it. Also, the whole community is waiting for it. Maybe it will bring some more PvP features in the future, even if Darian said it will not be a part of the next update. I have no idea what we can do with the next update with clans. I hope it's more than just a chat feature, and I'm pretty sure it will be more than a chat feature.
Right. Yeah.
I have no idea. So like what I would like to have, and that's already something Darian said we will not have with the next feature, with the next update, but he would like to add this, is like a raid boss. So like that everyone from the clan can go into the battle for like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 times and beat one boss for a nice reward. I have no idea actually what the update will contain in terms of clans.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. I mean, clans have been something that clans and task forces and clubs or in Brawl Stars, like it's such an important part of all the Supercell games where you can play with your friends and you can show off and things like that. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how that's going to actually work in Clash Quest. Like Clan Wars or something. Obviously, people are going to start talking about as soon as clans get announced. That would be very exciting to see. But like you said, it's got to be like hopefully it's more like PvP versus right now it's all PvE. So that would be a cool feature to bring, but we're just not sure exactly how that's going to work. But I think regardless, like just being able to have a clan leaderboard and be able to if it is just a chat feature for right now while we kind of build up our clans and our communities, I think that's going to be that's something at least.
Yeah, the thing is, I think it has a lot of potential to add a lot more. I don't know how much work it is to implement something new. I thought, for example, about it would be cool if you create your own island, and if you need to earn the towers, for example, you need to unlock the expo, the Inferno, and so on. Maybe you can level it up, like you can level up your troops, and then other people try to beat you.
So kind of like how
we
Clan
might also
Wars
have
2 was looking like it was going to be in Clash Royale for a little bit, where you'd like build up your boat defenses. That never really ended up working out, but I know that's kind of how it's shaped. But I like that idea of you pick your defenses, and maybe depending on how well you do on the level, you get more elixir or whatever it is to build more defenses on your levels or something like that.
Yeah. Then you have like your own tower defense game where you can set up your towers.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. It'd be very similar to that.
I think that could work, for example. And then of course raid bosses. I'm pretty sure that will come. I know it from other games. And otherwise, I have really no idea actually what they will do with clans, but they said it will be something bigger. So I'm really excited for the update, which will then probably come in the next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, this was something you guys talked about in your stream, because I honestly didn't even see it until you, we were talking a little bit before the video until you mentioned it earlier. Like, I knew there was some talks about it, but I didn't see it actually like confirmed anywhere.
Sorry, some what? Some tasks?
Yeah, so where was he talking about this? This was in Discord, I think?
No, yeah, Darren was like 2 days ago in Discord voice chat randomly, and I just joined and was lurking. So I just want to know what's going on because he was with Facecam on. And I think he already said in my stream, where I stream with Darren together, that he doesn't want to make the clans too big. So rather 25 to 30 than 50. And he said it again 2 days ago in the voice chat.
Okay.
Reason is probably I hear I don't play Brawl Stars, but I hear that in Brawl Stars the clubs are now going down from 100 to 30.
Yeah,
So
I did see that actually. That was one of the
I
changes.
could imagine that this caused a lot of problems. Like I have already now the problems, and we don't even have clans, but I have already prepared my clans. So now we have, instead of maybe 2 or 3 clans, 4 or 5, and that's a lot
Okay.
of work already.
got
But
lost then.
of course, I can understand it, because he says that the game is, of course, at the moment smaller than the other existing games already. So it makes sense to have clans of maybe 30, for example, because it's easier to fill them up and maybe solve then tasks or whatever we need to do.
Yeah,
And
make
maybe
them
they will
kinda bigger
increase
over
the
time.
size later.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I don't know. Either way, I think it's going to be a really exciting update. So, yeah, man,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what else is going to come with clans and how that's all going to shape. But yeah, Carlos, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. And I think we might even do a stream, a speed run or something this weekend. We got coming up on your channel.
Yeah, absolutely. So I invite you Saturday at 9 p.m. CET, Central Europe time, that we are going for a speed run, first 5 islands. Let's see who's the fastest.
Okay, the chicken versus Carlos. The challenge is on, guys. So,
Yeah.
again,
All right.
thank you, man, for coming on. Really appreciate it. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.